Alright guys, I'm back. That was an epic failure. The on the road test did not happen according to plan at all. I'll get into it here in just a little bit. So you may have been expecting to see a 10-minute video while I was gone. Yeah, that did not work out according to plan. So let's see here. I need to edit today's title. That just absolutely did not work like I wanted it to. I'm going to call this end of day EoD. And I'm going to crack open a beer. Because honestly, like, I don't know why that didn't work. Well, actually, I know exactly why that didn't work. I don't know why I was such a retard. I just, I guess I don't understand how things work in the world. Excuse me for using the R word. I'm old school and all right. Cheers to us. This is a great looking day today. Let me go ahead and fix up some of the things that I have running in the background here before I move on. Okay, that's all taken care of. That was a mess, guys. It was a super, super, super mess. I just really don't understand why things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. They should have been pretty simple. I would have felt that setting yourself to be able to stream a live stream through your phone would have been a lot easier, but it just really wasn't. That wasn't the case at all. But it's a good thing. And by the way, cheers to us on a amazing day today. I think I said earlier that we needed like an 8.7% up day in order for me to count that for the True Demon MOAS trigger to have 2 days in a row, and we're getting awfully close there. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool if we hit 8.2%. I think it was actually might be 8.3. Let's see here. 8.3. 8.3, and I'll call it anything over 8. Actually 8.2. Anything over 8.2, and I'll call it 2 days in a row over 5%, averaging. And we were already there once, so there's no reason why we can't return to that. Let's see, I'm going through here and filtering everything out. Ooh, yes. AMC, nice. I'm seeing some good data here. Liking what I'm seeing. I'm just really surprised that it wasn't as easy as I would have thought it was going to be to set that up. It just wasn't. If you want to set up a live stream, if you want to set up a live stream on your channel through your phone, it's not an easy process. It just really isn't. I mean, until you have everything set up correctly. Once you have everything set up correctly, then I'm sure it's probably really simple. You just go into your app and hit go. That is if you have everything already set up. I honestly didn't think it was going to be that hard, and I was going to just set it up on the row, but no, not going to have it. All right, guys. I think I'm pretty much set to give you guys a rundown on what's going on. So we'll cover everything first, and then I'll tell you about my woes. I'll tell you my story about what happened, how how I struggled. All right. Everything on the top right, it's all the same. 1.277 total institutional shares owned, 34 for Max Payne on options. The dark pools right here next to my finger are at 58.75, which is probably going to be more like 62%. 62% traded in the dark pools for the day today, which is a little bit lower than average, but or what I'd like to see for an average previously. Share of borrowed shares changed down below in the today's change live updates at the top right hand box of that portion, showing 951,000 shares returned. That is less than it was earlier. Earlier it was 1.12. 951. Okay. It was like 1.15 million returned earlier, so less. They borrowed some more. I said 80 to 100 million. At first I said 60 to. Yeah, I think I said 60 to 80 at first today. I should have stuck with that number. But then I said I'm going to adjust it ever so slightly, and I was going to adjust it from 60 to 80, from 60 to 80 to 70 to 90. But went ahead and went the extra mile, went 80 to 100, and I'm really starting to wish now I'd have just kind of gone with my first instinct instead. But it's all right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's the way it is. We're about 12 million shy of my lower value of 80 million, with 68 million shares traded for the day today. On the options, the highest level of call options is now at $38. No, I'm sorry, $40 still, with 38.3 thousand contracts. That is up from 23.7 checked earlier today. 38.3. On the put side, highest level of volume is just ever so slightly higher at $35. 38's, no, sorry, 37 is kind of edging out, almost beating it. 12.3. That is up from 8.3 at 35. 37 is really close. Okay, John. So let's see here. I guess moving on to the main page. $25,000 shares left to borrow. That is definitely down from where it was earlier in the day. So they're definitely spending a lot of shares to try and keep the price down. There's currently, let's see, 33 plus 11 is 44,000 options, maybe about 45,000 options that are in the money on both the calls and puts, which is well under the out of the money on the put side. Remember, max pain is 34, and we're well above that, which is good. For now, we got to keep this up for the rest of the week. Advancers 4,872 to decliners of 1,967. Nasdaq is up 1.57. Dow Jones is up 0.77. The S&P 500 ETF is up 1%, and it looks like we're still kind of like doing pretty well in most of the same sectors as we were earlier. Robinhood is up 3.2%. Amazon is up 2.1%. That's actually a pretty decent increase on Amazon. I wonder if the AMC merger or acquisition had anything to do with it. Interesting. I'm curious. Cinemark is up 8.39%. So looks like today is just a great green day across the board, period. Doge is down 1.76. GME is up 3%. Looks like they had most of the really good portion of the day today was kind of like during that 12:20 to 12:34 period. There's another run up in the beginning of the day. So they had like two shifts up. You could draw like a pretty big, what appears to be parallel channel. Oh, maybe not. It doesn't have a double top at the top, so maybe not. It's close. It's really, really close. But these do look like shoulder, head, shoulders, which would increase, or would decrease the price. So it might push out of this channel here. It might be pushed down up again, kind of maybe down into the 163 range. And then there's us. Boom. What a crazy ass looking page. 1 hour. 1 hour. We got a beautiful looking, look at that, guys. It's just followed it all the way through. It is following it perfectly. That is beautiful. RSI is a little bit overbought at 65. I do think that we'll have this pullback. We'll definitely. I think we're gonna head that way. We're gonna have this pullback. Maybe I might have charted this just a little bit too high. The pullback might be a little bit early, but it did hit. If I were to move this 1 point over just like this, we hit the top. So this is the period for the pullback now. I'm gonna move this over just ever so slightly. Yeah, that's just stinking beautiful. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. 30-minute interval, the RSI is at 62.73. 5-minute interval, it's at 44.59. So I'm going to get rid of this channel. We obviously fell out of this channel that I had created earlier in the day. We fell out of it, and it's looking like we're trying to kind of keep up with the trend for the cup and handle. So we kind of got up to that point. I could kind of draw it over just a tiny bit, and we kind of got up to that point. And now I think we're going to have that down period. Yeah, we're definitely forming the downside of the handle. It's looking really good. I'm loving this. Where do I want to go from here? Should I talk about my struggles? Perhaps. Let me go let my dog in real quick. He's outside baking. Hold on. Okay. I am back. So looking at our inflow versus outflow, there's a 1 point spread between them, which is pretty much where we were at earlier in the day today. So all this upwards momentum with a 1 point spread in the negative outflow, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. All right, let's talk about it. So I go get my hair cut. Well, first of all, I packed up the truck with a bunch of leaves. I told my wife that I was going to get all the leaves. We had some leaves that were sitting out that needed to be packed up and into the truck and ready to go to the dump, the recycling center area, And I got all that done and drove over to the haircut place, got my hair done, and that's when I was going to stream to you guys. I was going to do a quick little video. I had enough time to go do the dump. So I sat there in the car. I was going to do like a quick 5-10 minute video feed for a test loop. And I get in there. I thought it was going to be as simple as like just going to a button, similarly like you do on your computer to start your live stream, and there's no button for it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I've got to download an app. Well, YouTube doesn't have an app for it, which I don't understand that. I really have no clue how that makes any sense. And I definitely want to have a live stream. I don't want it to be something where I just post videos. I want to be able to talk to you guys. I don't know if that's even possible. We'll see if it is or not. But anyways, so I'm like, oh, okay, I got to download an app. So I'm looking into it. And of course, you're probably sitting here going like, you didn't download it in advance. You knew you're going to do that. I had no idea. I really just had no idea. Never really looked into it. I thought it would be really something simple. Even if I did have to download an app, shouldn't take too long to figure out. So I download an app, and the app wants me to pay $4.99 in order to be able to show my face. And I'm like, are you kidding? Like this is ridiculous. And I'm like, whatever. I'll pay $4.99. So I put the $4.99 in, and then it's like, oh, we got to verify your credit card, and it's like listing. At first, I just did the Apple Pay because I have Apple Pay. It should be able to pay for the app through that, and it wants to verify my credit card through some other website, and the credit card that it has registered is something that ends in something that I don't even have in my wallet. I don't even recognize the last four-digit numbers, and it won't let me change it. It's asking for the CCV code and won't allow me to change anything. And I'm sitting there going like, this is just dumb. So I'm mucking around with it, can't get it to work, and so I'm like, screw this, I'm going to a different app, and I ended up having problems with the other app as well, and I was like, ah, oh, I can't take this. So I wasted all the time that I should have been delivering that stuff to the dump, trying to get that video to start, and it just wouldn't. And so the stuff's still sitting in the back of the truck, and I know that's not good, but whatever. Um, it is what it is. So I'm I drove home. And I was like, at least I'll just finish out the day. We'll grab a beer, finish out the day with you guys because we're up 7.6%. That's it's awesome, absolutely awesome. So um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and delete this upper ascending parallel channel, and we're still following this. This is really nice looking. It's a great day, guys. It really is. It's been a great day. I think this is the bullish Monday that we wanted coming out of Friday. Right now we're consolidating. Probably going to move down. If we do move down, I think that we're going to continue to move down. We're probably going to head out to. Let's look at it from a bigger picture. Probably around 36, just under $37, which is where we're at right about now. It might actually come down a little bit further. Yeah, that seems more right. 36, 36.30, 36.20. Let's go for that. I think that's a little more accurate. So yeah, so I think we'll traverse this line. We might finish up the day closer to 37.77, something like that. It's possible this could be a struggle for 37. Maybe consolidate around 37, kind of drop some more maybe before heading up. Because I think we're going to finish this cup and handle formation. I really do. This is an abnormality right here where this mess of dots are. That was all Friday price manipulation. But I'll tell you what, man. I couldn't have been more frustrated trying to put together that live stream on the go. Talk about taking the wind out of my sails. I'm being tracked. Avast is warning me. Tracking cookie. I'll tell you, man, it really did. It really did take the wind out of my sails not being able to get that live stream working on the go. So I'm gonna work on it. You'll probably see, you guys may get a notification about a live stream popping up. It'll be short tests that I'm gonna be doing for the day to day. So I apologize in advance for giving you guys, if there's a couple notifications that come through today. It's just gonna be a test because obviously the test that I just did on the road did not work, and I'm gonna have to figure that stuff out. So kind of sucked. I do not give up easily. Don't you worry. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it good, and I'll be here for you guys. I'm gonna make sure and have posts along the trip, even if they're pre-recorded posts that I have to post, and then where we can't have a conversation along the way or something like that. I'm hoping that I can do a live stream without needing to have like some kind of special software or some crap. I don't know. Ugh. That made me so frustrated earlier. Everything was going really smooth, and then pow, just hit me, and he was like, "We're having a great up day. Volume's looking, better than it has been. Everything was going good. I was like, this is gonna be super simple. I'm gonna do a nice, quick 10-minute video with everybody, real fast on the go. We'll be cooking with bacon grease, and boom, nothing, nothing." And I was like, man, I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna get back on the channel and finish the day. Q3 is going to be good for us. Everyone's doing outdoor activities right now because they were locked down so long. When weather cools off, people will move to indoor stuff like theaters. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, and please don't take this wrong. Um, because I am a huge AMC supporter, but my wife loves this movie theater that's around us. That's not AMC. But it is a struggling movie theater chain that's kind of its own movie theater chain, and we did go see a movie recently in there instead of AMC, but we do participate in an AMC as well. But we went there and we ordered food, and their food's like, since they just opened back up the movie theater, it's gone way downhill, like super super downhill. It's not anywhere near as good as it used to be, and so uh, no, not Tinseltown. It's what's it called? No, man. Yeah, Tinseltown. That's Cinemark. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't go to Cinemark. I'd have told her, sorry, we're not going. Yeah, the only reason I accepted to going to this place is because it's really. I'm pretty sure it's pretty local. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Give me a second. I'll pull it up. Um, anyways, we went, we saw a movie, and it was just really lackluster. The service, everything was just really poor, and so we both decided it's AMC from here on out. And so that was kind of interesting. I feel bad for the movie company, the movie theater. It's called that's not it. Here it is. Flicks Brew House is what it's called. It's in Round Rock, where we live. I think they might have a few others, but I don't know that they have a whole lot. And it's nice. I like the place. And we were big supporters of it before we were ever part of AMC at all. And so we thought that they were going to close down, and I thought it would be so cool. I was like, why don't we buy? Actually, that was actually we talked about earlier. What are some of the things that we're going to do with money? And I said, wouldn't it be funny to like go buy um, go buy. Sorry, there was a mosquito, I think. Wouldn't it be funny to like go buy the theater and turn it into an AMC, and we can just run it however we want to. I don't know how AMC works, if they have individual owner or franchise it out to people or whatnot, which I don't think they do. But I thought, man, it would be really cool if we could go buy that movie theater because it's a great movie theater, absolutely awesome. It's right up AMC's alley. Some of AMC's newer theaters, they have a new one that we go to. It's off of Palmer and the 35. Beautiful facility. It's got a nice bar. It's got nice food. A really nice facility. But this other one that we go to, Flicks Brew House. It's the cool thing about it is their brewery. They brew beers in the facility, and it's like it's literally yeah, dude, it would be so much fun. Like, I mean, I'd suddenly become an owner of a movie theater, an owner of a brew house. Like I can think of so many possibilities of where you go with that. And I was like, man, that'd be so much fun to like turn it into an AMC and like, just I got ideas. I got ideas. But yeah, so anyways, but the service was just it was bad and the food was bad and it, half the food choices are gone. Man, I'm telling you, man, the movie industry is taking a beating. It's really taking a huge beating. There's a lot of good companies out there that are that are going under. COVID hit us hard. It kicked us in the jimmy. Oh, you're saying dream building is fun. Oh yeah, thinking about like what you're gonna do with the money and stuff. It is fun. But yeah, Flick's Brew House. That's my wife's favorite. Used to be favorite. Now it's AMC or nothing. And we're not going to Tinseltown. No, no, that is not AMC. They used to have they used to have another company here in Austin. It wasn't Flick's Brew House. It was another. There was another company that did movies and food, and I can't think of the name of it off the life of me. But it was kind of an interesting. It was the first time I'd ever gone to a movie theater and had food while we were watching movies. I honestly had never experienced that before, and it was kind of interesting to me. It was a little distracting to have people walking around while you're watching the movie and stuff, but it was cool. And they have like these really strict rules where if you talk at all, like they kick you out. I think they only have like one or two theaters left here in Austin now. I don't I didn't really like them very much. I never went. They mainly played like older movies and stuff. They didn't really play like they did play new movies, but it was they primarily catered to like older movies. It definitely had like it catered to like a niche of a group of people that really were into like beer and yeah, IMAX was cool. Well, I'm glad you're not hating on me for going to Flick's Brew House. I really didn't want to tell that story, but my wife really loves that place, and it's not a bad place. It's really not a bad place. And I do so we do. I actually rented out for my wife's birthday. I rented out AMC the entire movie theater for a movie for her on her 40th birthday, which was back in March. So yeah, we definitely frequent the AMC and hit it up as well. But the Flix Brewhouse just opened up recently, and we wanted to kind of show a little support to that, give a little love to our local movie theater chain as well. Which hopefully, it'd be nice to see them kind of to be able to return to what they used to be. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I certainly don't think that they'll make it through another round of COVID. AMC will, and I'll tell you what, if Adam Aaron happens to see this, which I don't doubt that he will, if Aaron happens to see this, I'm telling you right now, Adam Aaron, you buy that Flix Brew House on the 35 and Round Rock, and you be making some money because that is a good facility. There's good people that work there. It's a nice facility, and I think there's money to be had from that place, and you get yourself an automatic brewery. Put your foot into the door into selling beers to guys that go watch boxing matches in your movie theaters. You'll be spending some cash in no time. If I lived closer, I'd probably go there just to hang out because they kind of have like a bar area in the front. It's kind of cool. So I went and got the haircut, and she kind of trimmed out the beard, so the beard's like, man, it actually feels pretty soft right now. Like I'm surprised how soft it feels. I could see. I finally think I may have made it past that point to where like it just doesn't annoy you anymore. I never thought I'd get past that point, and here I am. All right, guys, we're down to the last 15 minutes. This is our 15 minutes. We usually we usually own this period of time. I'm gonna refresh the technicals one more time, and we'll go through them. Did you guys see the where was that? Was it Australia? The people that were like rioting in Australia for not getting the shots. What the heck, man? I'm sitting here going like, wow. If it's happening in Australia, you know where it's coming next. Like I can't even imagine that we're not rioting here already. Like since when does Australia beat us on riots? It was pretty crazy. Couldn't believe it. I was like, dang, it's just nuts. I was really surprised by that. All right, let's refresh everything. We'll go through these technicals and then we'll call it a day. And I'm not, like I said, guys. I do apologize in advance if you get notifications. Ooh, oh no, that's the same. Uh, if if you get notifications saying that I'm starting videos, just kind of ignore them. I mean, you can go and watch if you want. Maybe I'll say something silly or something, and but it's just going to be me doing some like hardcore testing, trying to make sure I get all that stuff ironed out so I can make sure and stream you guys some good content for tomorrow. Because after my test today, mm, I was not prepared. Definitely not prepared. All right, what do we got for technicals? Dark pools. Looks like we're gonna land around somewhere around 62 or 63% once Stonko Tracker reports it by the morning. It's currently showing right here dark pools at 58.95% of our shares traded in the dark pools. We're currently at 933,000 shares returned. That is down from 951 from, gosh, I don't know, probably like less than an hour ago. What was it? 953? 933. And it looks like we're going to close just slightly under my prediction. Between 80 and 100 million shares traded for the day. We're at 72 right now. We'll probably finish around like 75. So I'll be short just by a little bit. Let's see, volume on the 40. Yep, 40 is still our highest strike point. With volume, it's 39.6. That's up from 38.3. 38.3 to 39.6. On the put side, let's see if we eke by. Oh, it's so close. You don't even understand. Like the $35 strike price at 13.5 is just barely beating out the $37 strike price at 13.1. But that is up from 12.3 to 13.5 at $35 strike price. So there's only a $5 difference in the strike. Um, I kind of felt like closing somewhere around 36 today would be good, 36 or 37. So I'm happy with where we're at right now. I don't think we don't want to have a whole bunch of unnatural growth leading into some of the following days. If we did, then we could see some unnatural corrections, and we don't want that. So I think this is good. I'm actually really satisfied that we're well over 36 right now. If we drop down to 36 between now and the end of the close, I'm completely satisfied with that. Um, Anything over 36 today is good because I do think that again, I'll put us back on the page here. I do think that with the um, cup and handle that's forming, kind of like on the 1 hour chart over very, like we had a cup and handle for a day last Friday, but this cup and handle that's currently formed right here over 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days will complete in the after hours and move into the price part on the fifth day, going into that. So, I mean, this is really good. I really like where we're going with this. This is looking really, really bullish for tomorrow's movement, and that would put us up, based on this target point that I got up here, that would put us at close to $39. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful closing price for tomorrow. I would love to close at 39. That'll give us 3 days in a row with a 5% or more increase in. Oh, I take that back because we're down 6.51% now. It'll be damn near close to 3 days with 5% or more per day in growth. Really, really close. Not quite close though. It's looking really good, guys. It's looking really good. I do think that we're going to have a bit of a pullback on Thursday. So be ready for that. If you're looking like, if you were looking for a point to buy in, if I was looking for a point to buy in, and I missed it, right? Like I was like, ah, crap, I missed all these really good low points. You're gonna see a good correction, I think, on Thursday. So that look for that. It's tentatively. Where was I going with this? Let's pull up Stonko tracker. 30,000 shares available to borrow. That's slightly up from where it was. Um, yeah. Well, you can just look at these numbers. Those are good numbers. Advancers 4,910 to 1,934. Decliners, Nasdaq is up 1.62, Dow Jones up 0.73, S&P 500 up basically almost 1%, and the uh, the markets are the heat map for the markets are pretty much the same from where they were earlier. Robinhood is at 5.91% up. Amazon 2.13, Cinemark 8.53, Doge down 1.85, GameStop up 3.79, and AMC up 6.7. It looks like we're going to make that last minute run for the last 10 minutes or so here. I'm a little concerned. I do feel like we used to start driving up for like the last 15 minutes, which would have been back in this range. And now they're eating into our last 15 minutes now, where that kind of bothers me a little bit. And I don't like seeing them eating into our time. So it looks like we're getting less time to try and shove the price up a little bit. But yeah, good finish. Let's see. It looks like the only person who's not going to get a point today is Eric. The big winner from last week is going to take a big L. And I'm going to chalk it up to the fact that he was extremely tired after having delivered 9 babies from his dog overnight and staying up all night. So, he's got to be a tired guy. Inflow versus outflow. Love how this changed at the very last minute at the end of the day. We were down like most of the day by like a point or so. And at the very end, we're now up. Or no, I'm sorry, we're down by even more. The outflow is 559 to 551. What a joke, guys. What a joke. 8 point spread in the negative, and we're up 6.66%. You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. After the moon, I would like to see AMC upgrade their arcades, open up the theaters to gaming competitions, maybe a VR AR experience to Mars. Um, it would be super super cool. What if they had like the you see them in malls and they're like those gaming places where you can like you can go in there and you pay like a flat fee per hour or whatever to game in it. Yeah, and they have like a system set up and you can just walk over to the game system and start playing. Like you know how much like there's movies that parents want to see, legitimately want to see that they can't take their kids to. or they may not feel comfortable taking the kids to, but they probably wouldn't mind setting them down in front of a gaming system for an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that sounds bad, but kids aren't going to mind. They're not going to mind if you go sit them down in front of some games for an hour or two while you watch the movie you want to see in the big screen. Like that'd work out. I could see that happening. With a VR or AR experience, hell yeah, totally. I'm all for it, man. I like the idea. Yeah, see, here comes the big look. They're pushing really hard. They're gonna make this about they're not gonna make it about anything. They're trying to complete this cycle. I'm not saying they're trying to. The algorithms are completing the cycle. The algorithms are dropping the price down. It's gonna complete this cycle and take off. I'm okay with it. Finish it because we know where it's going, and once it's done, finish the cycle. Drop it down. Yeah, that's where it's got to go in the aftermarket hours, guys. I mean, it's almost there already. We're at 36.45. We need to get down to about 36.39. So yeah, we're just about there. Yeah. So what will probably end up happening is we'll just end up trading the aftermarket hours almost flat and just ever so slightly down, and then moving into the pre-market hours. And boom, candles. Boom shakalaka. All right, guys, we're just about done here. Again, I apologize for the notifications when you get them. I will probably delete the videos that I create once I start figuring out how to take care of that, my business, on my phone. But, gee, what a mess. We're getting real close here. I'm going to reset everything. I'm queuing up all the feeds. Apparently I didn't do that earlier. I normally reset everything once the day started. After I played all the opening footage and everything that gives me music, but apparently today I must have forgotten. All right, let's see where we're at here. All right, guys, I'm gonna start it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Again, don't forget, it's gonna be short little feeds, like 10, 15 minutes here and there throughout the day. And I'll talk to you when I get on. The notifications will be real tomorrow, but tonight, for the rest of the night, ignore them. Unless you just want to say hi again. So I'll see you guys later, and on my trip. So take care, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
T-minus 90 seconds and counting. All systems are go. We're about 90 seconds from the launch of Space Shuttle Discovery. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We are transferring to orbiter internal power at this time. Discovery is now running off its 3 onboard fuel cells. Coming up on a go for auto sequence start. And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. T-minus 17 seconds and counting. 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Discovery, returning to the space station, paving the way for future missions beyond.
Booster separation confirmed. Guidance now converging. Discovery's onboard computers commanding the main engine nozzles to swivel, aiming the shuttle for its precise target in space for main engine cutoff.
Should have a good forward link now and in. You sound good.
Grandpa used to make
Discovery Houston, negative return. Copy, negative return.